Hello friends, today I am going to explain a science fiction film called William. This movie is about recreating the past, the heartbreaking story of the first Neanderthal clone. In the beginning, during a university lecture, Professor Julian introduced the class to Neanderthals, an extinct group of archaic humans. He dismissed outdated views that they were unintelligent savages, ideas influenced by Darwin and Galton's flawed theories linking appearance to intelligence. Instead, Julian argued that modern humans have a genetic connection to Neanderthals and revealed that his boss had discovered the world's only non-fossilized Neanderthal remains, naming him William after the scientist who first classified Neanderthals as a distinct species. Julian even suggested it might be possible to recreate a living Neanderthal using William's DNA. That evening, endocrinologist Barbara, who had attended the lecture, joined Julian at a restaurant to discuss the feasibility of cloning William. They explored the immense challenges, but Barbara admitted it wasn't impossible. During their conversation, she asked why Julian was so captivated by Neanderthals. In response, Julian took her to his lab and showed her two indistinguishable stone tools, one crafted by Homo sapiens and the other by Neanderthals. He believed studying Neanderthals could teach humanity about itself. The shared passion sparked a romantic connection, and the two soon fell in love. Julian and Barbara began working on the cloning project, publishing 3 groundbreaking papers in 2 years. Their professional success paralleled their growing personal bond as they moved in together and lived a happy life. However, their work raised ethical concerns among prominent scientists and university donors, who ultimately withdrew their support. Determined to continue, Barbara volunteered to carry the cloned embryo, keeping the pregnancy a secret. They married in Las Vegas with an Elvis impersonator officiating the ceremony, and a few months later, Barbara gave birth to a baby boy. Despite his unconventional appearance, Julian kissed his son's forehead and named him William, after the original Neanderthal. The university board, wary of public backlash, held an emergency meeting. Though they disapproved of the project, they decided to cautiously support it for the publicity. Julian held a press conference to announce William's birth, showcasing a heartwarming video of the baby to counter concerns about morality. While the press and protesters initially swarmed, interest waned as William grew up in a loving household without any sensational controversies. Years later, William, now a young man, lived with Barbara after she and Julian separated. Their relationship had fractured over disagreements about William's upbringing. Julian viewed him as a scientific experiment, while Barbara wanted him to have a normal life. William had a robust immune system and remarkable intelligence but struggled with social interactions and metaphors, which he saw as lies. Despite challenges, he thrived in school, made friends, and even starred in a play where he experienced his first kiss, only to be heartbroken when it meant nothing to his crush. William's unique mind clashed with standardized education. Though brilliant in math, he struggled with tests, leading his parents to argue over his future. Julian pushed for intensive tutoring and monitoring, but William longed for normalcy. Ultimately, he agreed to live with Julian to pursue college preparation, even if it meant enduring more experiments. His new tutor, Sarah, grew close to him, and they shared a bond over their strict upbringings. During their time together, William revealed his love for singing, a passion he'd kept hidden. One day, frustrated with his test scores and feeling stifled, William left his studies and wandered to the university lab where Godwin, the scientist who discovered the original Neanderthal, worked. She showed him the preserved body and explained her theory. Homo sapiens' ability to create and believe narratives unified them, allowing them to outnumber Neanderthals and drive them to extinction. William rejected the idea, believing sheer numbers, not stories, were responsible. Feeling increasingly out of place, he declared that neither he nor the Neanderthal in the cage belonged in this world. Later, William interrupted one of Julian's lectures, accusing his father of treating his life as an experiment. In the ensuing argument, Julian called William a failure, driving him to run away. Julian followed, apologizing but blaming William for embarrassing him. Their fight escalated when Julian slapped William, who instinctively knocked him out in self-defense. Horrified by his actions, William fled, leaving bystanders to capture the scene on their phones. The police were called, and a campus-wide search ensued. Sarah and Barbara joined the effort to find William. When Sarah spotted him, police surrounded him with guns drawn. Despite her pleas, William stepped forward, remembering the bullying incident from his childhood where he had to fight back. This time, he was shot before he could say a word. Months later, Sarah visited the site where William's remains were discovered. She carried a baby, strongly implying it was William's child, a continuation of his story and legacy. So friends, that's all for today's video. See you in the next video. Subscribe for more videos like this and turn on the notification, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thanks for watching.